Hi, it's Michael Whitehouse with your Motivational Minute. I see a lot of people online who refuse to take criticism because they see criticism as the enemy trying to infiltrate their mind, as opposed to people who disagree with them trying to offer different viewpoints with supporting evidence. Now, I very personally learned this lesson back in 2007, because in 2006, I was a director of the Come Again Players, a Rocky Horror Picture Show shadowcast, and whenever someone would bring criticism to me and say, hey, I think you should do this differently, or you made someone uncomfortable with that, or these people don't like what you're doing, I'd say, oh yeah, sure, of course they don't. You're just trying to get me. You've got an agenda. You're trying to manipulate me. I'm on to you, you hater, you maneuver, conniver. Well, guess what I wasn't in 2007? A director of the Come Again Players. Because people were honestly trying to bring me feedback. They were honestly afraid that as a leader, if I got feedback I didn't like, then I would create repercussions for that person. And I don't think I would have, but I think that their fears are quite justified based on the behaviors I was demonstrating, especially the way I responded to people who brought me criticism. It was a very painful lesson that haunted me for a long time, but it was a very important lesson, and I'm glad that I learned it because it served me well for a very long time. So that's why I'm sharing it here. If you have an opinion, and especially now, things are very divisive. Facts are politicized. It's a mess. But part of the reason that I can stay so informed is I stay open to everything. All right, I read my friends on the left and I read my friends on the right, and I take that feedback and that criticism, and some of it I will look at, research, and determine after some analysis is incorrect. Their data is wrong, their sources are wrong, or their data is correct, but their deductions from it are somehow flawed. But I at least look at it and say, well, okay, what's here? If this disagrees with me, why does it disagree? Where is the error? And sometimes it's partly me and partly them, and I learn. Back in February, I am ashamed to admit, but I will admit it, I didn't think COVID was a big deal. I thought it was just the flu and, whatever. Why is everyone getting so upset about this? Why are we going to close schools? What are you talking about? In March, I learned more. I gained additional knowledge. I changed my position. You see, I hate being wrong as much as the next guy. I hate being wrong even more because I'm posting a video every day and I'm putting out a lot of content. So when I'm wrong on the record where you can see it. So you know what I do? I don't double down on my wrong position. I accept and welcome criticism and feedback, so when I'm wrong, I can change as quickly as possible so I stop being wrong. The best way to not be wrong, if you hate being wrong, is to identify all your wrong beliefs and your wrong conclusions, and I don't mean like morally wrong, I mean factually wrong. Do the research, but accept the feedback. You can't research everything, but you've got a lot of friends, you've got a lot of connections, and they will gladly give you more information and more evidence to work with if you will receive it and not get all grumpy about it. So, please take a lesson from my very painful lesson back in 2007 and accept feedback and recognize that most people who are disagreeing with you aren't out to get you and aren't haters, and they don't hate you personally. They simply want to share their different perspective with you, and their different perspective may or may not be more correct, but at least give it some credit, engage in conversation, because that is how we learn. I'm Michael Whitehouse. Thanks for watching.